David Cameron. Hubris. The guy who called the vote has resigned. The guys who won the leave vote have resigned. No way. There's no way this is what was meant to happen. There's no way this is good democracy. Brexit was another example of people being led by their emotions via Russian style Facebook ads, data mining, etc. Yeah. No, it exposes a serious shortcoming of democracy, unfortunately, is that voters aren't reliable. Maybe people have been too complacent for too long. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. One, two, three. Voters are idiots. Yes, but the theory, Q, is that if you have a large enough number of idiots, the idiocy will even out, and on average you make average decisions. I think that's how it works. Is that how it works? Democracy is, if you take a large enough number of idiots, and you average out the idiocy, you end up with good decisions. Right, because there's idiots on both sides, and on balance, they cancel out. Q says, no, I think the law is the same as popular TV. It eventually settles down to the least capable. Oh, there's a... I don't know if there's a name for the theory, but some people have noted that in large organizations, over time, the most mediocre people end up in leadership because they don't take any risks, and so they don't screw up. So the people who never screw up end up being promoted over time, and they're not actually the best people, but they are the least adventurous. So big organizations become more and more risk averse over time. Dilbert principle, is that it? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So then, like, over time, everything just becomes super bland and uninteresting and just not very innovative. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Dilbert principle is a concept in management developed by Scott Adams. States that companies tend to systematically promote incompetent employees to management to get them out of the workforce. Oh no, that's not exactly what I was saying, although it's quite similar. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It is quite similar to what I was saying. One, two, three, 4. 2, 3, 4, 5. And also, that's in the absence of a crisis, right? If there's a crisis, then the incompetency starts to show, and then they can't stay in power for very long. Which Brexit is a crisis, I think. It's sort of a constitutional crisis, to be honest. Two, three, four, and 5. Because there are other countries in the world where the democracy is not as reliable. Like election violence, economic, societal, constitutional, ethical, you name it, yeah. All sorts of wrong. Like in the less reliable democracies, you have things like voter intimidation. And it's always been an open question as to like how vulnerable are democracies to just plain old cheating. And with Brexit, we are seeing that the UK is actually quite vulnerable to cheating. Whether you want to say it's Facebook ads or election fraud. That people can be made to make bad decisions quite easily. 6, 7. That has to be clear, that has to be clear. 1, 2, 3, etc. Let's put that there. Because democracy, it's always been like the idea of it is people consider the information available to them and they make a considered decision about how society should be. Right? That's the theory of democracy. But we know, anecdotally at least, that a lot of people just vote with their emotions, or they follow their friends, or they, you know, like it's not exactly logical, the decision making. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2. Uh, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 3, 1, 2, 3. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And a persisted here. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. How do we... join that with that? Awkward. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Why does that need that? Oh, because that cuts the corner there. I see. 1, 2, 3, and then 4. To what extent does democracy only succeed when all parties actually have the best interests of the country in mind? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Is it that democracy chooses good people? Or is it that only good people allow democracy to work? Who's the chicken and who's the egg? What if it's not that democracy is a good system? Is that good people have propped up this system all this time? And that once people are no longer good, the system falls apart? That's my hypothesis. Q says, good people have propped it up. Okay, alright. I'm glad we solved that question. 2, 3, 4, 5. If it's good people who have propped it up, as Churchill said, it's a bad system, but it's the best we've got. Yeah. But it's the best system, but it still relies entirely on being propped up by good people. That conclusion does have significant implications though, Q. Q says, that's why so many are terrified of the new populism in the modern world. The good people are being got rid of for dumb reasons. Well, that's gonna, in my opinion, that's gonna come back to bite those societies in the ass, right? For example, Trump is destroying America. I mean, for whatever reasons people voted for Trump, Trump will ruin America and ruin the people who voted for him. One, 2, and 3. 2 and 3. And then once that happens, then people are gonna be very quickly reminded why you should not use your democracy to vote for people like Trump. Although Trump is only the symptom, of course. The notion, especially in America, the notion that rich people have an outsized influence on their democracy. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. It puts the interest of money above the interest of the society. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Six, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. This is number 4, is that right? Right, 1, 2, 3, and 4. What was I saying before? Okay. So the troubling implications of the notion that democracy is propped up by good people is like the arguments being made by the Chinese government, for example. You know, when you ask the Chinese government, the Communist government of China, when you ask them, why don't you have democracy yet? Their answer is that the people are not ready for it. Which, whether you believe them or not, I don't entirely believe them, but their argument is that the people are not yet good enough for democracy. And the argument is not entirely without merits, although it has less and less merit over time because, you know, a few decades ago people were less educated than they are now. And as the years continue to pass, people will become more and more educated, and therefore more and more ready for democracy. Three, 4, and 5. One, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Ah, wrong one. 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 7, 8, 9. 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, next one. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 14, 15, repeater, piston, repeater, signal. I should just build it. Let me just build this. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Maybe democracy needs to change a bit, because there have been, you know, suggestions that now that we have the internet, we don't necessarily have to be constrained to voting for representatives every 3 or 4 years. Because it's so easy to communicate with people through the internet that people should be able to vote on everything all the time. And, you know, democracy can be more participatory thanks to new communications technology. 2, 3, 4, 5. And maybe this whole Brexit fiasco is because the current form of democracy is not participatory enough. Well, the problem is, Q, if you don't have time for that, then other people have time for it. And they'll decide what happens to you. Is like all the people who didn't vote for Brexit. Q says, I like democracy so some poor schlub can deal with the boring crap in life like roads and defense. No, what I'm trying to say is, a third of the electorate didn't actually vote in the Brexit referendum. And they have to live with the shenanigans that's going on now. As a result of that vote. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 2, 3, 4, and 5.